This is Black History Month as well. In America, this is Black History Month. And
Viva Black people, viva! Well, on that note, I want to say, be very clear. If you start off your day with the snooze button, guess what? The whole day will be snoozing. I knew you were going to like it because yesterday I dropped it and people were like, oh, okay, wisdom. I know. Thank you, Daddy.
You know what? I'm going to work on getting angry less.
And it's not even written like an R-E-A-L.
It's R-E-E-L.
Which means it's fake. Okay?
Yo, it's your boy, LJ Chaplin, with Lady Siza, bringing to you Chilling with the Chaplins, where we deep dive, giving you practical concepts in ministry, business, relationship, and personal development. So, we can take control of our life. Let's go, and let's get it started.
Hey, chillers.
Hey.
We just want to know, would you like to know how to make changes in your life? 2023, so that you start with a bang and end with a bang? Do you want to know? We're here for that.
Yes.
We're here for that. We want to share with you some great tips on how to change your life for the better for 2023. And guess what? What we share with you, we do too. So come join us.
Yes, because we don't want to, it's very important to be practical, because we always talk about, be the change you want to see. But yes, but the thing is, a lot of time we wasn't being practical. We just said it just to be saying it. But you probably was wondering how. How can I be the change we want to see? So we just decide, you know what? Today, let's make that more practical, because it's very important if we...
And things that have been working for us as well.
Yes, because it's very important. We talk about getting that bag. We talk about securing that bag. We talk about securing the bag. But before we can secure the bag, we also have to develop the right character, the right behaviors. Because we don't want to...
The right habits.
The right habits. Because we don't want to secure the bag, but our habits is...
Sucks.
Negative. It's bad. It sucks, because guess what? If we secure the bad, but we don't have good habits,
it's not going
to last long. Had you ever, for those individuals that had bad habits with money, had you ever got money, right? And soon you got money, you don't know where it went. Why? Because you had bad habits with money. And so it's very important that we begin to develop character with our life, not just, with security bad, but even with our personal life, or with everything, with our relationships. It's about building that character, having that integrity. And my wife says something that she said every day. What's that quote that you say? Your affirmations about integrity?
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite affirmation. I have a lavish, steady, dependable income, consistent with integrity and mutual benefit.
Yes, because we want to have mutual benefit, but we also want to have it with integrity. Right. It's very important to have integrity when we build our life out. When we secure the back, it's all about having integrity with ourselves, but as well as with others. Because if you don't have integrity, you would not be able to build relationships with anyone. So it's about having integrity so that you can be trustworthy.
So that you don't step on people's toes as well. Yes. You don't create enemies as you go up.
Yes.
There are people who are making honest money.
Yes.
And you enjoy it more when it's honest.
Yes,
and
I agree.
know that you have not done the pull down syndrome, or you have not stepped on any toes, or you have not pulled a ladder on anyone, because there's some people who don't want to climb up with other people.
Yes.
So they pull the ladder and they go up, or they get in an elevator and make sure that nobody opens that door again.
Yes.
So we don't want to be those type of people.
And I'm glad you said that, because this is Black History Month as well. In America, this is Black History Month. And
Viva Black people, viva!
Yes. And so, why
Black people,
But you were talking about some people don't want to go up with you.
Power to the people.
But you say people don't want to go up with you, and one person, we can talk about is Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman, who was a slave, but fought for her freedom.
Yeah, and then
when she got free, she went back to get more people, but all her way going back.
She could have stayed in a freedom state
Yes.
and said, "Well, I'm out, whatever." But she decided not to, and she's seen how beautiful being free was, and she remembered, I left people behind.
Yes.
Let me find a way to come get them. So that's what we are actually promoting on this podcast, plus also on this month, which is Black History Month. And we really want to say happy Black History Month to all the Black people out there. This month, we are blacker than black.
Blacker than black. Blacker than black and black and black and black.
But before we continue and we give you some tips, if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, please just go ahead and do it.
Yes.
And if that bar is still red, make it gray. All right? It's free, mahala. So we really appreciate that. For those who are first-time viewers, welcome, and for those who are returning viewers,
welcome.
Thank you for coming back to our channel. We appreciate your support. But make sure to share this video so that more people see it. Not just sharing it, but all you like it, okay? So that it's more people get to see it. Like he said, we also have an audio platform where you can listen to this podcast on the audio platforms, and you'll find it in all your audio platforms where you can find us. I don't know, that wasn't too good of an English, but it is Black History Month, so I'm allowed to bring my English here and there. All right?
Bro.
Anyways.
But the thing is about Harriet Tubman that I want to say before I was cut off is
somebody's been spicy.
Yes, but I'm saying though, there were some people that didn't want to go.
Right.
And so, what do you do with individuals when don't want to go? Because sometimes you have the tendency, because you're the nice person, you want to bring people up with you, but they're not ready to go. So what you do when you're trying to help people to go up?
Bye. See you next time. That's what I'll do. I'm kidding. I'll try several times, but the point of the matter is that you cannot drag someone who doesn't want to be at that level. Right?
And because sometimes sometimes people is not ready for it.
Right.
So,
and you can try and bring them out, but they'll still go back.
They still go back, yeah.
Because they're enjoying the comfort zone.
Yeah, they enjoy the comfort.
They enjoy what they used to.
Yes.
It's just like how they always say you cannot take a horse. You can always take a horse to the lake to offer it a drink, but you cannot force it to drink.
You cannot force it
because horses are stubborn.
Yes, horses.
They'll be like, "What am I doing here? What am I doing here?" And people can be just like that too.
Yes.
They would be like, "No, I didn't ask you for help." So what we're also offering you guys, you don't have to take the advice, but we know it works because we're trying to implement it in our lives too, and we're seeing changes. So as we implement and doing some changes in our lives, we want you guys to also join in and enjoy the benefits of being better people. So that you leave a legacy, you become a better person.
Yes, and that's what it's about, being better. And
living a legacy. You don't want to be to die and be forgotten.
Yes, because again, the only way change happens if we change. So it starts with us.
Yeah.
It definitely starts with us. And the only way change can happen in your life and your finances and your relationships if you change. So if you don't have the right relationship, it's probably obvious the reason why you don't have that right relationship because you didn't make the changes.
Right.
And what people is probably seeing is probably somebody that they don't want to be around.
Right.
So, if you want a better relationship with people, then you got to begin to you got to begin to fix yourself so that,
Because in most cases, we see everybody else that's wrong or wronged you, and you forget that it starts with you.
It starts with you.
You see these people because that's what you're attracting. Because remember, we attract who we are.
Yes.
Oh, I just said something. Whoever that's around you, you attract it by the person that you are. So when you change the person who you are to somebody of higher level or better, you're going to be attracting or drawing towards you the same kind of people.
Yes.
So if you're seeing poverty around you, guess what? You drew that poverty towards you.
Yeah, you do.
If you're seeing wealth and abundance, you drew that wealth and abundance. So it's up to you.
It's up to
we are
you.
co-creators.
Co-creators.
I can't say that I can't emphasize that hard enough. We are co-create, and I'm learning every day that I'm a conscious manifestor. Whatever that I do, whatever that I say, my thoughts, my feelings, they all matter, because the universe, it doesn't know right or wrong. It doesn't know bad vibes or good vibes. It just goes whatever that you give it. It says, the first thing that you give to me, I'll take. And run with it. So let's try and be more aware of these things. That's why I want to say part of our tips is that, get clear with what you want to change.
Yes.
It's like when you want to like a person like myself who is a manifestor and always trying to to have affirmations and stuff like that. I'm very clear, even like with my favorite affirmation. I have a lavish, steady, dependable income consistent with integrity and mutual benefits. That is so clear.
So clear.
It has to be lavish.
Lavish.
Because I'm a lavish girl. It has to be steady because I don't want it to come and go.
Yeah.
It has to be dependable.
Yes.
And it has to be consistent. And like we said, it has to have integrity
with
and
mutual benefits.
With mutual benefit for people that are involved. Because I don't want to have a selfish, income. Somebody must benefit from the income that I'm getting. And Zig Ziglar always quoting that if you want to get to where you want to be, help as many people as you can.
Yeah.
Because when you help people, they get you to where you want to be.
Yes.
So on that note, I want to say, be very clear.
Very clear, very specific.
Be very specific. If there's a kind of car that you want, like my latest car, I want a Tesla, an SUV Tesla. And I'm very specific in my visualization that I want it to be white, because white is just, better than black, because I've been driving black for a while.
You also got to learn the model. Which model you want?
I need to learn the model as well, but okay, let it be white. And the funny thing, I've been seeing so many white Teslas because that's what I'm visualizing and thinking about. So it has to be white, has to have nice cream seats inside, and so I'm being very specific because I could get one with white seats. I could get one with red seats, you know what I mean? So be very specific. Like he said, I should get the model as well and add that to my list.
And not just about material things, also be very specific what behaviors you want to change.
Absolutely.
If you're easy to get angry, now you're like, you know what, I'm going to work on getting angry less.
Or not getting angry.
Or not getting angry.
If you love pressing that snooze button like somebody I know, and I won't mention names, change that too. Because if you start off your day with the snooze button, guess what? The whole day will be snoozing because you will be a procrastinator. It's just procrastinating everything because you started off by procrastinating. Another good example.
That's another bad behavior is procrastinating.
Another good example. If you wake up and you go straight to social media, you look at people's reels, which are not real.
Oh, I like that.
They liked it yesterday too when I spoke. I knew you were gonna like it because yesterday I dropped it and people were like, "Oh, okay, wisdom." I know. Thank you, Daddy. Anyways, because the honest truth is what we see on social media is not 100% real.
Yeah.
And probably that's why they came up with the name real. And it's not even written like R-E-A-L. It's R-E-E-L, which means it's fake. Okay? So be very careful. It might not be 100% fake. But it could have like filters. Because people are using a lot of filters. Not just like on their bodies and everything, but people remove things that they don't want you to see.
And another thing too, a lot of people that you see like the lavish house and the lavish car, a lot of times these houses and the car is rented. It's not even theirs. So you thinking they got the cars, they can fly the private planes, and they rented that stuff so that they can promote and advertise on social media so that you can they have. In reality, they don't because they're trying to sell something.
Not everything that shines
is glitter.
Not everything that's gold glitters.
Yes, right.
Something along those lines. Listen, I said I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes today because it is Black History Month.
What you trying to say?
I'm trying to say black people make a lot of mistakes because English ain't their first language. And those who their first language, they still make mistakes with their English. Oh my God. Anyways, it's not even about you.
Yes, but get clear.
Get
You
clear.
wanna-
Yeah, and then of course that will go to our next tip, which is, what do you want your life to look like? Like, I'm very big on visualization.
Yes, vision.
Because, if you don't have a vision, then you don't have a goal.
Yes,
really.
even the Bible says, without a vision, my people perish. So, that's why it's very important to have a vision, because if you don't have a vision, you don't know what you want your life to become,
Yeah.
then, it's going to perish, and you're going to live through life 10 years and 20 years.
And you
just
live,
living.
But not even that. You live your life through other people's lives.
Yes,
Because
yes.
if you don't have a goal and a vision for yourself, other people will have it for you.
For you. And that's why you be working for them.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm very big on even vision boards. I actually have an electronic one on my phone, because with my phone, I'm with it all the time. And every time the screen pops up, it unlocks. I see where I want to be, where I want to go, what I need, what I want, for my life. So be very clear. Have a vision board.
Yes,
if you
have a
don't
vision
have
board.
the cut-ups, because they take too much energy and it's just so hard to get magazines lately because everything is electronic, then just do an electronic one like I did. I wish I had my
Yes.
phone with me to show you, but do an electronic one so that you are able to see your vision every day or every time you touch your
Yeah,
phone.
and like I said, if you're able to have a vision board and you're able to put it on a board, definitely put it on your refrigerators.
Yeah.
Put it on
Because you
your
open your refrigerators all the time. right?
wherever you be at the most, paste it there, like the visual. Have it on your laptop, your computer, your
I
desktop.
have it on both my laptop
Your
and
phones.
my phone.
Yeah, so all the different things so that you can get to see, because you got to remember, we talk about that subconscious. That subconscious
And
is
we're
something
visual
else.
beings as
Yeah.
well. And that's why when you see something, you think about it more, and it gets engraved in your subconscious, and your subconscious is then forced to do what it's engraved. So if there's nothing, if all you see is hip hop and all that crazy things that won't take you anywhere, that's what your subconscious is gonna think
Yes.
as well. So your subconscious feeds off what you feed it.
Yes, and that's why I like the part with China, Asia, with the TikTok, where they don't show
Dance and all those crazy
all the
things.
crazy things, the
Especially
entertainment,
to kids.
the entertainment, and
Yeah.
all the things that's probably not beneficial or maybe not learning.
Yeah.
It's not a learning environment. It's just for fun.
They've censored it for kids.
Yeah, they censor for kids. That's why I like, because they realize, what you see and what you will become.
Rather be addicted to something that's educational, something that's going to benefit you.
Something that you can learn from and grow from.
Instead of to benefit from things like who benefits from a dance or somebody giggling or falling off a chair, because that's what's really going viral on these TikTok or these social media platforms. But how does it help you to become a better self? It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, but also just one last point I want to say, when you're trying to make where you want to go clear, write those goals
Write it down.
Have a journal.
Yes, have a journal. Write it down.
Say like for example with me, I have like generic goals, and generic as in like long term or whatever, and I have like shorter goals that I want to reach. With my store that I've just started, I know that within a certain amount of time I want to be making so much money, right? So but what do I do to get there? And I think that's where we're gonna come to in some of the points, because it's so important to put your goals down, but not just put your goals down, because they can be an open goal. It must be measurable.
Measurable.
So
And I was
put a timestamp to it.
So I would say with that, what and how, when it looks to you, what and how your life, whatever you want to become, how it will look to you.
That's why a vision board
Yeah,
comes
vision
in,
board, yeah.
because a vision board gives you a visual of what it might
And what
look
it looks like.
So for example, if you want like a nice SUV, cut it up, get a cut up picture of a similar SUV that you want and paste it. If you want children like we do, I have a picture of kids, because that's what I see. That's how I see my future. I have a picture of a beautiful house that I want, that I wouldn't mind living in. I have a picture of even my store making so much money. I have a picture of my favorite scripture. It can be what you want to see.
Yeah, whatever you want to
manifest.
see. Yeah, whatever you want to see manifest. So that's very important. Yes.
But you can I'll achieve all of the above only if you bet on
By
yourself.
yourself. That's very important. You got, because a lot of times, this is where we make excuses.
Right.
We're like, oh, I would, I should, I could, but we make all kinds
That's
of
why
excuses.
there's certain vocabulary that people who want to be better should not even have in their mouths. The I can't, I won't, I'm trying.
Yeah.
All of those things, they should not be in your vocabulary, but you should have I will, I can, I must.
I must.
Not the I try. I try. Are you trying to sit on a chair or are you sitting on a chair? It's either you are or you're not. So don't put those vocabs in your subconscious, because that's what your subconscious is gonna think. It's gonna think that you really cannot. You're trying, but you cannot.
Another word as well. I will.
I will is a good one.
Yeah.
I already said I will. I must. I forgot the other one.
Because you know what? I would say I will, because sometimes I say you
mean as a okay.
Yeah, because sometimes you can say I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I will do it. And they never come up to
I
it.
will is like trying.
Trying, yeah. I will do it, but you never do it.
But it's not so bad, because at least okay, maybe no, don't add it, okay? Just forget what I said. Don't add I will. Add I must.
I must, yes.
Add
I
can.
can.
And remove the I can't and remove
And
the
I will.
tries.
Oh, if you say I will, put do. I will do.
No, put I am doing.
I am doing, yes, you're right. I am doing. Because I will, sometimes people say, oh, I will get to it, and never get to it.
And never get to it.
And never get to it.
And it's usually easy.
And then you make excuses of why.
And it's usually easy
that I will become never.
Right, and it's usually easy to say that.
Yes.
That's why even with affirmations, they tell you, the coaches, that never say I will be a millionaire. Say I am a millionaire.
I am.
When you're not.
Yes.
I am a millionaire. I am attracting money. Money is attracted to me, because
Yes.
you're speaking in the present tense, in the now.
And the now. Why? Because that past and present, like I said, faith is now. Faith is in the present tense. So you got to speak things that every day is already in action.
That's why some Bible translations have now faith is.
Now
they
faith
have
is.
that first word.
Yeah.
Now faith is the substance of things that are hoped for, but with the evidence
of things not seen.
Thank you.
So
right.
now
So
is
bet on
faith. So
yourself.
you got to speak on the present tense, and you got to begin to bet on yourself. You got to begin to do it. Because you can say I will, and I will never happen. But
and while you're betting on yourself, I'm sorry to cut you off, you must also decide what you're willing to see in your life.
Yes.
As you bet on yourself. What are you willing to change? How are you willing to challenge yourself in becoming that person?
Yes.
Because you can say all these nice things that we're saying, but if you don't see it happening, it won't happen.
It won't happen. If you don't challenge yourself, it will not happen, because at the end of the day, it starts with you. So you have to be willing to. You can't
make that decision.
You can't look at your friend. You can't depend on no one. I love that the Bible said, "You owe no man but to love him." Trust no man. But trust God, So, because man will always fail you. So you can sometimes, when you waiting on things, or you waiting for something, or you waiting for people to do it, when you and sometimes it disappoints us. When it don't happen, because we were too codependent on someone else, on people. What happened?
You're counting on them. Don't count on other people. Count on yourself.
Count on yourself. Yeah.
That's it.
Bet
God
on yourself.
And yourself. That's it. You can bet on God because He's trustworthy. He's proven Himself so many times, right? And by the way, you are God yourself. That's why you can bet on yourself too.
Yes.
Because you are co-creator with God.
Yes,
He's a small G. He's a big G. You know what I mean? GG. All right. Yes. So and as you bet on yourself, guess what happens? You change habits.
You change habits. Yeah.
See? So you gotta recognize those bad habits that you are not. That you want to get rid of.
Yes.
I spoke about this yesterday when I was invited to a women's forum, and I was just educating on the
you spoke
of
this
habits.
At the time of recording yesterday.
On the change of habits, that in order for you to be successful, there are certain habits that successful people do. So if you still in your old habits and you're expecting change or success, it's not going to happen. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
so some
that's
of the
good.
habits I shared with, I thought you wanted to add on that. Some of the habits that I shared are the savers habits from the Miracle Morning book. If you don't have that book, I recommend that you get it. I'm not an affiliate of it, but I know that it is slowly changing my life for the better because I'm learning these habits, and they are habits that successful people follow. And I'll just quickly say what they are. It's the acronym is SAVERS. S is for silence. You need to be silent and cut out all the noise. We always say that. A is for affirmations. You got to speak positive affirmations over your life, especially your inner voice, because we speak to ourselves, which is absolutely normal. But it has to be good conversations with you. And V is for visualization. We just spoke about that. That visualize your future.
Your future self.
So have like a vision board or write your goals down, etc. Exercise, which I'm working on, okay? But it's so important. But not just exercise your body, but exercise your mind as well by doing the next part, which is reading, engaging in things that will make you a better person. You can, we said some people will be like, but my eyes are bad, I can't just be reading, blah, blah, blah. Okay, listen to books, because we've got audio books out there, right? Just like how you can listen to our podcast as well on the audio platforms. If you have not gone there and followed, please just go and check it out and follow on our audio platforms. All right, we are available on all audio platforms. And then the last one is scribe or journal. You know, you gotta write down. You can't emphasize this enough. You don't type, because there's something in writing a pen and a journal. There's something in that. Your Oprah Winfrey's and all these big names that are successful, guess what? They all journal. So we encourage you to do the same.
Yes.
All right, and then we'll go to our number. Well, there's no numbers. We didn't number them. But we want to also go to the point that you preach on today. Sunday, which is the environment.
So that leads to what environments you expose yourself to. And so, like I said, I spoke on that earlier today, because your environment will bring you to new opportunities. You know, what you're exposed to would bring you to new levels. You know, if you're exposed to bad habits, then you're going to continue to do bad habits.
You will attract those
bad habits. So that's why a lot of times some of the things that we do is because what we was exposed to at an early age.
And you'll know, like, for example, people who are smoking in their adult lives, they'll tell you, I started smoking in high school or in elementary school with my friends. We started stealing cigarettes from our fathers, whatever, and we started smoking, and that habit grows with you.
It grows with you. It's like bad money habits. A lot of times we have bad money habits because, you know, just what we were exposed to.
That's what you've seen with your family.
With your family. Soon you get at high school, soon you get 18, you know, all the credit cards come in, and you gotta start getting into debt, because why? That's what you see
from your parents.
For your parents, and you see for your family members, and you thought it was okay just to get all the credit cards and just get into debt without paying for it. And you know, so you know what you're exposed to, you know, that's what you will become. So we say your environment plays a role to your behaviors.
Absolutely.
You know, your environment.
So then how do you?
It shapes your environment. Shapes your behavior.
Environment when for example, I grew up in the project, and I have no choice but, because that's where I live. How do I change that? What do you mean? Do you mean by physical location, or do you mean it can be even a mental shift?
It could be a mental shift as well. You know, 'cause a lot of times you could be, even though you in an environment that's negative, but you don't have to be in your mind. So you know that's why you know, if you're in that type of environment and you can't leave, you gotta be able to distance yourself from it in your mind. You can't see it, and this is why, you know, being involved with different communities, reading different podcasts, do all
And
the
on that
different.
note, while you're speaking about communities, we have a community too that you can be a part of, because this podcast was also sponsored by that community. And tell us more about the community.
Yes, that's opportunity window. Yeah, it's a great community. We say join, Hey, we don't have to say too much about it because we tell you every week it's a great community, and we don't have to sell it because we know the value is there. What you will get in this community when you're able to network and learn from like-minded individuals. Look, we got monthly webinars. We have weekly lunch and learns, daily things, quarterly mastermind. The list go on. And like I said, we got 2 options that you could choose from. Because we realize some people, they might need multiple options, and we give you 2 options that you can choose from. You either choose a quarterly, a monthly subscription, or a yearly subscription. You decide. And guess what? The best part, you don't even have to pay from the beginning. You can come in, join for 14 days with no hassle, and guess what? If you like it, we say continue to join and choose the subscription plan that you want. So yeah, we said come learn with us because, like I said, the scriptures say we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Why?
He has to quote the Bible. He's a pastor. That's his psyche.
Yes. And so, why we are destroyed for lack of knowledge? Because we're not exposed to better. We're not exposed to, how to budget our money. We're not exposed to how to take care of our family. We're not exposed to these things. And so...
you then look for tools.
Yes.
Or you look for systems. Or you look for sessions, like you're saying,
yes,
that will help you to become what you want to become.
What you want to become.
Because our environment really exposes who
we are, yes.
And it attracts who we become. So let's change it. Even if you cannot remove yourself from a physical location, for example, your family, unfortunately, we cannot choose our family.
Yeah, we can't choose our family.
But
we can choose how we deal with them.
Right, how we react.
How we act,
the situation that we are in. Yes, because all of what we've said comes to this very last point that we want to point out, is that how will then all these changes that you've applied will impact your life? How
what's the transformation?
Yeah, how will you measure
that?
Oh, I'm changing, I'm becoming a better person. How will you measure?
Yeah, another thing, because basically we can say how success looks to you. What do success mean to you?
But I mean, also as you change these things about yourself and everything that we've said already, people will start seeing it, and some will be brave enough to come to you and say, hey, I like the new person that you are. I like what you've done with yourself. Oh, I like what you're doing. People who are not naysayers will come and actually compliment you, and you'll see the change. But also you'll see it within you, because you start seeing things differently.
Yes.
And not everything that's around you will be negative, because when you are that old person, you see negativity. You don't see any light in the tunnel, even while you're going through the valley of the shadow, because at the end of the day, you're going through it. You're not stuck there. Sometimes the situations that we go through are just temporary, but it doesn't mean it's forever.
That's another thing I would say, because you want to see what type of transformation, you want to see 5 years from now, 10 years from now, because we don't want to live with regrets.
Yeah.
We don't want to live with regrets like, I should have done it, I should have done it.
Be Miles Monroe.
Yeah.
And, he says, give of all you can while you're still alive.
Yes.
So that you
die
empty.
Die empty. Yes. So, yeah. What transformation you would like to have 10 years from now?
Yeah.
What type of person you want to become? Who you want to help? What cause you want to be a part of? These are some things to start thinking about. Because it's not, like we always say, it's not about you at the end of the day. It's about being able to impact others and be a better person.
Yeah.
Walking in character as we continue to grow and get older, transform it to be who we want to become.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed that because we really enjoy pouring to you guys, and because as we pour to you, just know that we're also not perfect.
Yes.
We are learning as we go. It actually helps us to become better people.
Yes.
As we share with you guys. So we thank you, and we'll see you on our next video.
Yes, we'll
Take
see
care.
you on our
Bye-bye.
next video. Take care.